Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXAlTareeq.com, and here is what's on my Forex radar this May the 23rd, 2016. Let us begin today with the Aussie CAD off of the weekly chart. We have a bend trade that is setting up a bend trade, and here is the bend trade candle. Question is, has it went up? Did it not go up far enough? Question is, did it not go up far enough? Has hit a monthly support and resistance at the 93.82. Kind of like what I see here. It's been here before, but we shall see, inshallah. Aussie New Zealand double kangaroo tail once again. Double kangaroo tail once again. What I don't like about this particular trade initially is that the second candle did not rise up, but what you do have is a trend line break with a double confirmation. Risk reward is minimum, maybe a one for one. We shall see. Again, evaluating which trades are the best trades to trade off of. Double kangaroo didn't break up higher than the second candle, didn't close within the second candle, and also you have a trend line break double confirmation. CAD Swissy, now you have a double kangaroo tail sitting here. It did push up higher than the previous candle, which is a good sign. Close within the previous candle as well. Couldn't close within the open of the previous candle, but it did close within the previous candle as well. Euro CAD, a rhino is forming, so we're looking for a break below this trend line or above the particular trend line. But in my opinion, a rhino has formed off of the Euro CAD, and you're going to have to wait a week to see where this may go. It may stay in congestion for a couple of weeks and then push up and push down. But at any rate, on the radar for us. New Zealand CAD. Here you have another bend trade. But when you look at where this is going, it's in a downward trend. Could this be a little bit of consolidation and then push back down? That's a good question. This one did hold the monthly support and resistance at the 86.04 level. Has pushed up, maybe a little bit of a retrace. Wait and see on this one as well. Well, let's move over to the Aussie yen. Another rhino is forming. It looks like it's going to be a couple of days. Could be a couple of days before we get a push up or push down. But I have made the markings for the rhino, and it's on the watch list. Aussie New Zealand, busted kangaroo on this one. So wait and see if we're going to enter into a trade off of the Monday candle. Euro CAD, also you have a push up above the trend line break. We look for a confirmation, or you can double moolah up here and then fall back down. Wait and see on this particular candle as well. Euro Great Britain, you also have a nice bend trade set up on this this candle as well. You can see the bend that's sitting there. Particularly like what I see here. Good setup that's in place as well off of the daily chart. The Euro Great Britain. Euro Japan Rhino also has formed on this candle as well. Probably be a day or two before we see some action on this one, but again, it's in there, and so either break below the trend line to give us the horn for a sell trade, or one above it to give us a buy trade off of the Euro Japan. Euro New Zealand is a break below the trend line, and we need a retouch for confirmation, or it's going to push back up. What I did like is that it did close below the low of these lows here and then push upwards, so this may be enter into another buy trade add-on if those who want to get in on this particular trade off of the Euro New Zealand. The Kiwi, New Zealand, Japan, you're looking for a squeeze play that's taking place here. And again, it seems to be holding very firmly on the 74.39. So may look for a sell trade off of this one. But again, it's in the on the watch list. It's going to show its hand. It has to show its hand within the next candle or two off of the New Zealand yen and the US yen. On Friday, these yen pairs, all of them, the euro, the Aussie, the New Zealand, the US yen, they went up in profit, and then for some reason, without any news, anything, it did a little bit of a retrace. So it's still at this trend line. If those who were wanted to enter into off of the Acapulco, it's still holding off of the Acapulco. One of those trades that you're just going to have to wait and see and let it do what it's going to do. Plan your trade and trade your plan. That's all that I have. I did run some only 20 pips on Friday. I'll post those results, good results. I'll post them on later on today. With that said, you guys have a magnificent day on purpose, and I'll talk with you soon.